But from the team at Zuku, of course, it is for us to empathize with all the families from the events yesterday afternoon. So condolences to those who've lost loved ones, and we at Zuku do condole with them. So Nakuru in their traditional green and black, looking a bit wary, but I'm sure this is normally the hardest part of sevens tournaments. The second day when the lactic acid has built up in the body, and it does take a while to get going. Dominica Birmana, I think, giving some last-minute instructions to Godwin Bear. So critical, I think, will be the conditions today. If the field cuts up, it may make it quite a leveler for some of the teams. But if some of the skills displayed yesterday, anything to go by, then some of these players really do not need ground to be in perfect condition. But it is a spectacle. It is a Safaricom Sevens. Huge event yesterday. Thousands and thousands passed through the turnstiles to come in and watch. And I'm sure there'll be many more coming today. So Nakuru with just the last huddle before they get started. Had an interesting run. I think they fancied their chances of sneaking into the main cup as well. But, well, unfortunately for them, that is the nature of sport, and they have to deal with a plate in the bowl.
Yes, Nakuru were third in Pool C yesterday, winning one match, drawing one, and losing one, finishing.
So Belgium to kick off. Okay, so Belgium get started. Ooh, that's a heavy fall. And took a tumble. William Medlamens, Belgium straight on the attack. Kuptom. Neat ruck set up. On the outside, step in and out, a bit too high. Body contact, good strength to get down was Vincent Hart. Good start by the Belgians. Oh, and just as I said, a good start by the Belgians, they throw a wayward pass. And Victor Watik, rightly so, is not pleased with his pass. Didn't look to be such a bad pass, but I think it just started dying towards the end. So Belgium with men on the outside. Will it be the first try for Vincent Hart? Yes, it will. Great start by Belgium.
Conversion to come. Belgium leading Nakuru RFC 5-0 in this bowl quarterfinal match at the Safaricom Sevens.
A bit of fortune in getting that line out of the back. But very good passing. That is the value of passing the ball properly in the game of rugby. When the balls go in front of the man and at the right time, it creates space on the outside. And the kick has gone over and it's successful, so it's Belgium leading by 7 points to 0. Nakuru yet to get into this game with 2 minutes gone already. Finally, they get their hands on the ball. What can they do from here? Oskoyo looking to create. Looks to be held up. Good defense by the Belgians. Jakob McLachlan was right in the center of things in that one. I think Nakuru, looking at the big physical Belgian team, would be better off perhaps looking to spread the ball a bit wider and look for those spaces on the outside, because if they get caught into a wrestling match with a more powerful European side, then I think they will find it really difficult to make headway on attack. So it's the Belgians who come away with it again. Almost ran into each other. Oh, that's good strength by Victor. Yako cleans it out. Watik chooses to take it in. They choose to go to the short side. He's everywhere at the moment, Vincent Hart. Man to burn on the outside. And 5 meters opts to go on there. It's a good play by Belgium. That is a very good sevens. Very intelligent rugby, and Victor Watik goes over for Belgium's second try. They spread Nakuru to the outside. We could see a clutch of defenders who thought he'd go for the corner. And Belgium making a statement that they are probably one of the favorites in the bowl competition.
And you know something, Paul, it's interesting to see Belgium playing rugby sevens and rugby in general, because they're more associated with football.
Indeed they are, though they haven't made it to the Football World Cup in a while. But I think many, perhaps of the older viewers, will remember the likes of Eric Gerrits and Jan Koolmans, fantastic Belgian football team of the 90s. But it's back to matters rugby. That's a lovely kickoff, and they've retained it. And you just get a sense that if they score again, Nakuru may just have the wind knocked out of their sails completely. Coop going outside. Oh, that is dangerous. Referee's already reached. That's a yellow card, and I'm sure the citing officers will have something to say about that later. So Vincent, and still the Belgians taking it quickly, and right on the outside, Hendrik Brovers scores Belgium's third try. Nakuru at the moment being completely blown away.
Maar er was volk, dus je kon niet geven, maar dan blijft je zo gaan en dan gaat het niet komen. Ils sont 5 là. Lui, il attendait que tu viennes. Mais il y a mes contrôles.
Very good try by Belgium. They came within a whisker of making the main cup yesterday. And look at the quality of rugby they're producing now. It's pretty evident why they came so close to being in the main cup.
Yeah, sadly for them, they missed out on that cup quarter-final due to an inferior points difference that saw them finish 9th overall after the reseeding that was done last night.
So kickoff by Guliaman for the third time, but this time is not very accurate. Nakuru now have their hands on the ball. Can they spark an attack? Thrust makes 10 meters. That's the hooter for half-time. Crucial if Nakuru can get a score. Just give them that sort of inspiration. Oh, good dart. Still going. Lovely step. Try. Yes, it is a try. Just what the doctor ordered for Nakuru on the stroke of half-time.
A moment of magic there from Charles Onyango. Just look at that step and then look at the release. Not the conventional release ball, but it worked.
Whatever works for you. Good try by Michael Okombe. Great support. So that score means Nakuru come within 2 scores of the Belgians. So that's the final play of the first half in this bowl quarter-final. It is Belgium 19, Nakuru 5.
C'est quand même très propre, les coups d'envoi très bien. Peut-être une alternance sur Tom, peut-être que Tom dans les 5 mètres il peut aller au ballon et toi le sécuriser. Voilà. Donc ça c'est à toi de le décider si tu le sens de l'avoir ou pas. Ici tu vois sur le coup d'envoi.
Oui mais moi je suis là pour aller dans le corps.
C'est de la communication entre vous à avoir, c'est pas un problème.
On sort les gars.
Marc, il faut plus de replacement dans l'espace sur les coups d'envoi. T'as 0 replacement, donc du coup on peut pas aller jouer là-bas, il donne le ballon, Vini et tu reviens là. Alors qu'on a 20 mètres à jouer là-bas, c'est tes qualités, tu dois le jouer. Ton premier ballon, tu dois casser la gueule au mec. Hein. Et là, c'est pas le cas. Donc, changement. Tom, tu sors. Robin, tu rentres. Mehdi, tu rentres. Vini, tu sors. Charles, tu rentres. Marc, tu sors.
Allez les gars, allez.
Tu rentres au centre et Bram à l'aile.
Marc sort, qui autre sort? Marc, Tom et Vini. Okay.
So from the Belgian camp, the coach just asking them to tackle a bit better because I think he wasn't happy about that try that went in, and asking them to go forward. However, I must confess it's not my French skills. It's my very generous director who's translated it for me. So it's the second half to play for, and I hope he was telling me the truth. So Nakuru to kick off the second half. Almost looked like it made 10-0, but the Belgians went for it. Error by Brown. Could have just left it and they would have had a free kick on the halfway line, but now it's Nakuru on the attack. A score here from Nakuru would really open this game and throw the tie wide open. Good strength to rip the ball back down. Oh, he's through the gap. Slippery Larry Safari. And over. And the coach's instructions seem to have gone to naught. And Larry Safari scores Nakuru's second try. I think Safari threw 2 tackles, some feeble tackling by the Belgians, and they've let themselves down there. But credit to Safari. He was keen and eager, and once he saw the try line, not letting it go. I think, and for the Belgians, this is probably a coach's worst nightmare. You give instructions, the players nod, and you think they've listened to you. And 30 seconds into the second half, they concede a try by missing 2 tackles.
Probably this will stir up a response from the Belgians. Let's see how they'll play.
And looking to spread the field out. Cut pass coming in, a bit telegraphed. But Victor Otik has the strength to stir. That's a knock-on. And I can hear the Belgian coach's voice. He's getting really worked up because he senses that something's going The players are just not playing to instructions. Right. Nakuru now have the ball. Really, they have their tails up. They need to score twice to take the lead. At the moment, Belgians once again swarm. Side entry. Well, Godwin Bear has been at the thick of things right through. Quickly taken by Martin Muita. A bit high. Again, the Belgians try to tie up the ball. Came through the gate. Now this is crucial. Nakuru. Okay, I don't know too much about that tactic. I think probably was tired. Charles Odhiambo probably may have cost his team 5 points. Yes, he has. And that was woeful by Odhiambo. He kicked the ball out and then didn't even stay sharp and look at the danger. And Belgium took the line out very quickly. And they've scored.
Yeah, admittedly, Odhiambo was a bit casual there. And even the going down and, you know, he was out of the game. Rugby sevens is played by 7 players. Nakuru were down to 6 at that particular point.
That takes Belgium to 24 points. And Nakuru must score 2 converted tries to at least tie. So with less than 3 minutes left in this bowl quarterfinal, it's Belgium who has a comfortable lead. 14 points between them and Nakuru. And after a lapse in concentration early in the second half, they seem to be back into focus. Referee Cap calls it back. That knocked the ball on straight into the Belgian hands. Cleared by Jaco McLachlan. Good kick though. Nicely done. Almost looked like the Nakuru defender was going to get there before him. But Jaco McLachlan. Thomas Demuse scores in the center to, I think, put some finality to this match. And I think it will be Belgium going into the bowl semi-finals. The 2 points are added. Belgium are now into the 30s. And Dominika Bemana, the Nakuru bench, looking very pensive. Nice high kickoff. Nakuru get the ball. Can they score in these last 45 seconds? So held up. It's worked very well for the Belgians, this tactic. Jaco McLachlan in your pictures. Played well. Final 30 seconds of the bowl quarterfinal. All they need to do is just keep possession, but it looks like they want to finish on a high. Well picked up by Coop Brown. Referee calls held up. No, held in the tackle and didn't release. So final play. Oh, Bear, strong handoff. Takes 4 Belgian defenders with him. Can Nakuru get a score that puts some pride into their effort, but lost? And with that knock on, and that is the final play. So it's Belgium who come out winners by 31 points to 10, and they make their way to the bowl semi-finals.
Nakuru RFC dropped to the Shield semi-final.